Well, folks, we dreamed it. We did it. You asked for it. March 14th, Gramercy Theater. Tuesdays with Stories. We're coming at you.
Podcast, big guests, gonna be hot, selling out. Get your tickets quick. They're moving, baby. We're out of the comedy clubs. We're going to theaters. Live pod, March 14th.
March 14th. Get your tickets. Go on. There's a pre-sale Wednesday and Thursday. There's a pre-sale Wednesday. There's a pre-sale Thursday. Then on sale Friday. So get on the pre-sale. You want to be front row. We're going to be doing crowd work. Big special guests. It's going to be insane. Coming at you. The Gramercy. That was a Hogan impression. I didn't want to break my zipper. Hey, Mark, fake banter for the intro.
That's all I know how to do.
Great.
Good to be here.
Welcome to Tuesdays with
Stories.
Hit her in the face with a surfboard.
And then the duck fell out of his bag.
Surf's up. And she didn't even flush.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? Mark Norman and Joe List.
Yeah! This is Tuesdays with Stories, everybody.
No, that's terrible.
This is supposed to be cheesy.
My radio is spitting at me. And I can't choose one.
Hey, folks, here we are. We're out at the studio. It feels weird. We're in here. It's like being after school when it's closed.
It really does. Now, what'd you hit the wall? Because we've been out to lunch. We're hanging out, having a nice time. All of a sudden, you sound like shit.
Well, the hangover's kicking in. I've had my 17th coffee. I'm pushing through. I got the wave of just like, I'm zombied.
Zombied.
Bodied, as the kids say.
Zombie. I'm sure we talked about this, but Zombie kicks so much ass.
Great
and it's
tune.
the only Cranberries tune that really kicks ass. Not the only. I'm going to get emails and texts.
Geez.
But they're not as heavy as that song's like kind of heavy.
Yeah, well,
and someone else is going to write, not heavy, Metallica, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, remember, have to let it linger.
Yes. What a fart.
Great tune.
I think we might be in total rerun here.
Already?
Like
we
we've
just
said
started.
this. I know. Well, speaking of linger, tell them about that piece of gas I just let go on the 4-5.
So we went out to lunch, and you were talking about how you had to drop a boom boom, and then we get on the train, and I had a scruffy gentleman in front of me, and I smelled a real stinkaroo, so I thought it was him.
Yeah.
Turns out it was you, and you really hotboxed that Auschwitz. We were on the subway, and you gassed me.
It was one of those ones that's a little alarming, where you're like,
Yes, alarming.
It smells like I have some kind of issue, like a growth somewhere.
Or like there's a dead hole. It's a dead tooth in your ass.
Right, exactly. So, let it go. And we got here to the studio, and I just let it fly, and it was ugly. It was kind of like yours in that other episode.
Yeah, that was a ballsy fart because everybody caught it. I looked around and everybody was doing the...
Well, you don't...
like the kid turning down medicine.
You don't know. I gave him the airplane.
Yeah, 9/11.
Here comes the stealth jet bomber.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, last night I was at the stand, and the MC, who was very sweet, brought me up by saying... these kids with the new terms, these young people terms. She said he's got a couple bomb specials. And I'm like, you can't call my special a bomb special.
Yeah, that's no good. Dub bomb, bomber jacket. A lot of bombing involved in comedy.
I think if you say bomb ass, a bomb ass special, I think the
Yeah.
ass helps it, right?
I guess. Then there's Bombay. That's when an Indian guy's bombing.
And Gordon Bombay.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
I never noticed he was named after an Indian city.
Yeah, I suppose so. I love at the end of that movie where they're like, if you ever want to try out for the Dallas Star or the Minnesota North Stars at the time, give us a call. You can do that. If I meet, I'm talking Mighty Ducks. Remember at the end of the movie, Mike Madonna, and I forget who the other player is, but he goes, if you ever want to try out, let us know. He's like a lawyer. He's like a 33-year-old lawyer. Like,
right.
If I meet Patrice Bergeron, can I get a tryout for the Bruins?
Yeah. So wait, as the coach, they said come try out.
He's the coach of the Mighty Ducks,
little
the
league
under-12 team.
Yeah.
And they go, hey, man, you were really good when you were 9.
I'm
I'm like, they don't just hold open tryouts put together by the forward.
Yeah, and he's not even in fighting shape. He's like a little doughy teacher guy.
He's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer.
I hate hockey and I don't like kids. What's it supposed to be, a pep talk?
All right, quack, quack, quack. That was a big hit.
Huge hit. Are you kidding? They have a movie, a team named after the movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Anaheim Ducks.
What?
They dropped the mighty.
That's never happened before. They make a movie, they make a team.
You make a movie? Remember that? Dennis Leary.
Oh, yeah.
Were you into Leary?
I got into it, but I didn't love it.
Ah.
I'm an asshole.
Yes.
That was a huge hit.
That was fun. He
And-
still closes Comics Come Home with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, and a Louis bit.
Well, but he did have the line that killed me. He said, I park in handicapped spaces while handicapped people make
Handicapped faces. Pretty good line.
Woo-hoo, that killed me as a kid.
That's a hot one.
Handicapped faces.
He's a guy, I'm like, is he talented or not? I can't tell, because he's in a lot of movies.
I think he's talented.
All right. I don't know about him.
I mean, he's good in The Sandlot
Oh,
and
The Sandlot.
The Marriage Ref, or no, just The Ref.
The Ref.
The Ref.
Yep.
And he's good in...
He was on that fireman show.
Yeah, he had that show. I mean, he put together a show. I think he did the show, and he's got to have some talent. And yet, not just anyone can. I'm not condoning stealing jokes, obviously.
Sure.
But like, if my father stole Richard Pryor's act, he wouldn't be murdering.
Well, the N-word part would hurt him.
Yeah, that would be tough. But you know,
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
you know what I mean.
That's a good point. He stole it, and he still sold it.
He's still well. You know, he had the cigarette and the thing.
Yes.
And,
Very Bill Hicksy. He was doing a little Hicks
he did a lot of Hicks.
and a lot of Louis.
Well, that was the old line. Why is somebody came up with these brilliant lines? Why is Denis Leary famous? Because there's no cure for cancer.
Ooh.
Meaning he took Hicks's spot.
Right.
You know?
That is brilliant. Wow. I
So-
love jokes like that.
But what made me say Denis Leary? I started to talk about
I'm an
something else.
asshole. Yo.
That was what you set me off at. But
I
before
see.
that,
Yeah, what was that?
there was a bit about Leary. Oh, I quoted him. Oh, it was you make a movie? He was talking about,
there you go.
which is, it was funny because he made, you know, obviously he's a conservative guy, but his conservatism was coming out even in stand-up in the 90s because he said, we're America, we should start bombing more places, attack more places.
Right.
And he said, first stop, Vietnam. Fuck these people. And then he goes, we show up, we catch them by surprise. And he goes, oh, you make a movie? And he goes, no, not this time, pal.
Oh,
or whatever.
yeah.
That was the bit, and it's his bit, so don't get upset with me.
Oh, boy. There you go. Yeah, there was a lot of comedy around back then that was subpar. Well, I guess I shouldn't name who sucked. But
Yeah.
as a kid, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
But don't you feel like even as a kid, if somebody said a hacky line in class and got a big laugh, you were like, that was a little easy.
Yes, of course. Well, someone said that. Someone had that. One of those old time guys had the great thing about comedians. People think comedians are the class clown,
Yes.
but they're not. The comedian is the guy pointing at the class clown going, this guy sucks.
Exactly.
That's the real thing. Or someone else had a great one that I love. I love all these adages.
Oh, yeah.
People think the class clown is the guy that streaks during graduation, but the comedian, is that what I said? The comedian. People think the comedian is the guy
Yes.
that streaks at graduation, but the comedian's the guy that tells the guy, you should streak during the graduation.
Oh, that's good.
That's pretty good.
Well, then there's also the interviews like, were you the class clown? Every comedian's like, I wasn't a class clown, but I was. I
Right.
was also the class clown.
Yeah.
I got voted class clown in senior year.
El Clowno. I mean, I was a funny guy. I was definitely cracking wise.
Oh yeah, I mean, I've told you my big hits in third grade.
Sure.
I'll say them now again.
Yeah.
But
a lot of repeats.
Yeah. I feel
the
like Al
holidays.
Bundy. I'm like, oh, in high school football. But yeah, I said the teacher goes, "What are you not supposed to do in a glass house?"
Mhm.
Throw stones, and I yelled, "Shower." Murdered.
That's big.
Big highlight of my year. And then the girl after was like, that was funny. Do that again. And then I was like, oh, this has got some currency. Danielle Nugent.
Hey, old Danny Nuge. Where is she tonight?
She died.
Okay.
But she was fun in her day. Nice lady. Cancer. There's no cure.
Oh, cancer. I think it's a dancer. I always wanted to fuck a dancer. One of those people that puts the leg over the head.
How about this? You know, we always talk about men and women, women's sports, trans. And it's always guys blowing women out of the water. Two things women can do that men can't. Ballet on the toe.
Mm-hmm.
Men can't do it.
Are you sure?
Impossible. It's never been done.
No kidding.
Give it a goog.
Wow.
Gymnastics. women dominate in gymnastics. Men cannot do anywhere near what women can do in gymnastics.
Interesting, because they're little and they do the splits and the business.
Yes, yes. They had a YouTube video where they took professional women and professional men, and they said, try to match the women. They couldn't do any of them.
So they got 2 things. Everything else, we got them.
Yes.
Strength, brains, problem solving, math, sex, attractiveness. We're number 1.
Oh, yeah. Multitasking, birth.
Well, nobody can multitask.
Really?
Yeah, that's all kinds of psychological studies.
They say women are better at it.
You're just kind of doing something. You're not fully doing 2 things.
Right.
You can, you're giving slight attention. The brain is not capable of paying attention to 2 things at once.
What about the pat and the rub?
Well, I think that's it's like all this top up, top down thing. You're not doing it.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Now I gotta just really
Shit,
show you.
maybe
how
it's
to
harder
do
than
it.
I thought. There it is. That's it.
And then it's also hard. Try this one. We've definitely done this in the show, I think. You do travel. You try to move this hand forward and this hand backwards.
Oh, that's impossible.
Like this.
Whoa.
They say that's the test of a drummer.
Really?
If you can do those 2 things, you're able to drum. And check this out.
All right. Look at that. I guess you're a drummer.
Yeah, I'm a
Little
drummer
boy.
and you're retarded.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Special needs.
That was hard to watch. Someone should gift that or GIF that. Just you doing that thing.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. Wow, it's tough.
Yeah.
My brain won't let it happen.
Yeah, it's not good. You look like you're doing arithmetic over there.
There it is.
No, that's the same direction.
Ah, fuck my ass.
Great band.
Shit. One Direction.
One Direction. I fucked up.
That Harry Styles.
Was he in that?
I believe he was. I think that was his jump.
No kidding.
I went to an SNL party once, and he was there. And, you go, oh, look at this. We all make fun of him. He's a twink. He's in a boy band. And the lady was like, he's pretty hot. I was like, damn it.
Wow. They all have something.
Yes.
If you get big, you have something.
Yes. We all sit around and make fun of NSYNC. But if Timberlake showed up and went down on Sarah, you'd be out.
Oh, my God. I want someone to go down on Sarah.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
in front of me. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'd like to see that.
I'm taped up in the corner.
A sock in the mouth.
Yes.
That's
Cum
fun.
sock. Yeah.
Woo! And she's in stirrups, just wide open, like a 99-cent store.
Well, you took it too far.
All right,
You always
sorry.
take it too far.
I was picturing.
So it's weird because here we are, like you said, it's like the holidays where everyone's off. It's 2 days before Christmas over here.
That's wacky.
And we're in the studio and nobody's working except the egg timer over there. He's
Oh,
over
yeah.
there.
That's an old hen.
You gotta look at that guy.
Yeah, he's decrepit.
Yeah, I don't think he's left the office. He's covered in dust.
No, he can't stand. If he stands, he'll just collapse. It's like Larry King. He just can't. You can't take those suspenders off, or he'll fall apart.
That's what that's why I'm excited about my heart disease.
You excited?
I'll just kick off at 71, just right on the floor.
Not a bad year.
By the way, I cannot find a human being with cholesterol as high as mine. I tell them my
Really?
number, and people are like, "Well, I'm talking to like sumo wrestlers and shit."
Wow.
And
You know Bobby Kelly.
it's not good. I mean, I got crazy numbers here, but my good is high.
It's a shame that doesn't count as a record breaker.
What do you mean?
Like if you have a low number, like I ran the mile in 2 seconds. Wow. Right. But if you go, I have high cholesterol. It's that and divorce. You get married 8 times, no one's impressed.
Isn't it so weird to get? I think marriage should legally cap off at 2
years.
No.
Oh, that'd be nice.
People, 2 marriages.
Yes.
Because you get married, you're young, you're whatever, you think it's going to be okay, whatever happened with you there. For some reason, you get married, obviously it's a mistake.
Sure.
You fuck up, you get divorced, or they die, whatever it is. And then some time passes and you go, you know what, I was stupid. Now I see.
Uh-huh.
You get a second marriage.
Right.
Then that one ends, you're out.
Yeah.
It's like college athletic availability. What do you call that?
Uh-huh.
Not availability. Eligibility.
Eligibility. Well, I know a lady who, back in my single days, we used to have quite a fling.
Sure.
She was divorced, so she was like, I got to get this guy stink off me, fuck me in the ass, jizz in my hair. Now she's like, I'll never get married again. That was the worst thing I ever did was get married. Now she's got a new guy. We still stay in touch. She's like, I guess I'll marry him. And I'm like, what? I thought it was, never again.
Mm-hmm.
But it just happens.
Might want to be careful being in touch with this dame.
Wow, she's, I guess you got a point
You
there.
got a wife now. These
Well,
wives, they don't like when you're in touch, I'm telling you.
I just, bumped into her.
I see.
But she's like, I'm getting married. I'm like, thought you said never again.
Yeah, that's what everyone says. I mean, it happens. I mean, Kenny Rogers, I think he was married like 11 times or some shit.
Why? Why do it again?
It's very interesting to be like, this is, and who's marrying a guy for the 5th time?
Exactly.
I'm his 5th wife.
And then how many alimonies is that? I mean, how many checks you got to write to 11 wives?
That's a lot. Alimony, paying your bills. Scooby, peanut butter. That's Skippy.
Skippy.
Yeah. Fuck.
Jif, choosy moms.
Yep. Jif. Is this a repeat also? It's an actual measurement of time.
Huh?
1/1000th of a second, I believe.
I think you're right.
A
jiffy.
GIF. Yeah. I'll be back in a jiffy.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
How about that?
I'm
hungover.
This is a bad idea. We were all locked in. We did a bunch of episodes, and I said, hey, you're in town. I'm in town. Why not get another?
Yeah.
You're hungover. The office is empty. Chuck killed himself. And
my brain is mush. It's mush, Jerry. I got ants crawling on it. There's nothing happening up here.
you didn't seem mushy earlier. What happened?
I was pushing through.
Uh-huh.
Now it's us. I can be myself, but I'm kicking into high gear here. It's the holidays.
Well, we had lunch with Sam, old Sammy boy. I said, hey, the big three are in town. Let's get it together.
That was nice.
Yeah, I tried to set it up. And by the way, I threw out steak. Let's go to Del Frisco's and really live.
He wasn't having it.
And Sam gave me the old...
Steak in the middle of the day. He's like, it's too heavy. I can't do it.
Steak in the day. Which, by the way, then he was like, why don't we go to a big deli? And I'm like, what are we going to get, a roast beef sandwich? How is that? A steak is lean.
Good point.
And also, they have Caesar salads. They have salmon. It's a steakhouse, but you have options.
Get the chicken. I agree. And then we ended up, you got a bowl of pasta. He got a chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
So it was all heavy and everything. Let me tell you about Sam. I don't know how much I can say here.
Oh, boy.
But
He scares the hell out of me.
Well, I'm at the Village Underground. It's late. David Tell goes on. I get pushed back. It's 1 a.m. Sam's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching a Tell. And he goes, come over here. And I was like, well, I'm on next. And he's like, come over here. You know how he does?
I know these people.
Yes.
These come over here people. I can't stand it.
Very aggressive. And
Love
I'm like,
him, but I don't like the come over here.
So I do that. I send a photo of a Tell. I'm like, I'm on next. I'll come after this. He goes, all right. Here's the address, whatever. Then I'm watching a Tell. He's like, how far out? Dude, where are you? Come on, talk to me. Here we go. And I'm like, I'm going on. Whatever. Get off stage. He goes, meet me at this nightclub. I've never heard of it before. He gives me the address. I jump in a cab, and it takes. You don't want to go. It's 1:40 in the morning. I live a block away from the cellar. I just want to walk home.
Sure.
But you go, he's really pushing. So I go, all right, maybe there's something to this. Go meet him at the nightclub. He goes, say Mbumbo at the front desk or whatever. I go, you got it. Yeah. And I go to the front, the velvet rope and everything, and I go, Mbumbo, and they go, up, here we go. And this guy goes, hey, Norman, big fan. He's walking me down the stairs, sexy place, underground, DJ bumping, strobe light blaring, 2,000 of the hottest women you've ever seen in your life.
Okay, finally something that's appealing.
Yes, they're all 11. It was insane.
Ooh.
11 years old. And everybody's tits out and heels and leather and women and the whole thing. So then I go to this booth, and there's the rappers and the cool guys, and they all got the bottles and everything and the blow. Sam's right in there.
What?
And he goes, get in here. He's got me in a headlock, and he's like, meet this guy. He's a billionaire. He's a billionaire. He's a trillionaire. She's gay. And we had a hell of a night.
Wow. You're rubbing elbows. Did you have the bucket of ice with the bottle in it?
Yeah, the carafes. You got the OJ, you got the cranberry, you got the water.
Wow.
Fun time. I mean, you do it once every 10 years. It's silly. You can't even talk. It's like, where's the bathroom? And it's just.
Now, what are you wearing? Did you put something on?
I
An
had
outfit
this on.
on?
I looked like a schlub in there. Everybody's dressed to the nines, guys in fucking pinstripe suits, and I look like a retard.
And do you dance at all, or
I
what
did
are
a
you
little
doing?
of these.
Yeah. And what's the combo? I mean, are you trying to have a chat? Are you bouncing bits? It's Sam, so I got to assume he's throwing a couple bits out there.
Yeah, well, you can't hear anything, so it's a lot of like, never been here. Yeah. Crazy, right? Yeah. If it's that for 4 hours.
God, where is this place again?
It's on 11th and 4th Avenue, right by Amsterdam Billiards.
Oh, I just walked by there on the way to our lunch.
Right by there, but you'd never see the club. It's one of these hidden places.
Right by, what's that? Webster Hall.
That's the one, right across the street from that.
Interesting.
But it was a Tuesday night. You just think, this is happening. There's probably like 1,000 of these going on in New York City right now. You got to be in the know.
I wonder if Studio 54 that opened now, would we be able to get in? We got the YouTube specials, Netflix. Would we be able to, hey, I'm over here?
I would like to know that. That's a good, I don't think so. I think you got to be like Magic Johnson. You got to have AIDS.
I think athletes could get in.
Yeah.
But you're pretty big. I mean, you might be able to swing it.
If I was bigger and hipper, I'm wearing a hoodie, you know, these guys have got a chain on, they got an earring, they're black.
Right. I think the Studio 54 different was good. If you wore like Zany's hoodie, they're like, he's saying something. That might be something.
Well, you see the photos from there. It's just gaze and blow and jerking and squeezing and making out. There's a sexual vibe in the air.
Yeah, it seems fun. I would like to be at one of those parties where it's just cool to fuck men.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I can give you a few links. They're actually not hard to find.
Yeah. You want to go down Broadway and turn gay.
God, being gay would be great.
It would be really great. The three of us could just suck each other off right now.
That'd be it. We wouldn't have to, no one would cry.
Yeah.
You know, no one have to call you after.
Just gargle up some cum and be on our way, say happy holidays, and slap each other in the ass.
It's gotta suck for women because a woman can see a smoking hot guy and be like, well, I still gotta talk to him. I still gotta get to know him a little bit. And you're like, that sucks for you.
Right.
It wouldn't it be a lot easier? Your life would be easier. You're just like, oh, this guy's smoking hot. I'll fuck him now.
But you're thinking of women as a man.
Yes.
They don't have that, because some women I'm sure would like that, and they can still do that.
Yeah, I think it's rare.
I think you have to be on heroin or something.
Right.
But there are women that will walk up to you and be like, I'll suck you off right now for a couple bucks.
No, does that happen?
I think so.
I mean, maybe if you're, Chris Helmsworth or whatever the hell.
Right.
But it sucks for them, even, I'm saying. Like, that they got to go like, oh, he's hot, but I need more. I need to learn about him a little, or whatever it is. I got to talk to him. I got to see if he's a murderer.
Right. The wiring is bad.
Yeah, and I'm saying for them. Like, it sucks for us, too, because we have to do all this work to bag them. But
it's a lot of work.
That sucks that they have to do that. Imagine doing that with food. Hey, that food looks good, but I got to know if it's gluten or whatever.
Right. I guess some people have that, these diety people, these food people. I'm so glad I'm not one of these food people.
What are you talking about? You can't eat anything.
Well, I'm saying I can eat. I don't like to eat things, but I'm not like, if I eat that, my tits fall off.
Yes,
I like to eat a burger and a pizza, but I'm not like allergic to gluten or oats or nuts. Like, I can eat all the shit.
Yeah, my lady, she eats too much cheese. She'll shit blood, literally.
Wow.
Shitting blood. I mean, we also have ferocious anal, but she'll poop red.
If she eats cheese?
Cheese, Jerry.
What is it about the cheese that makes her bleed? This sounds her wires are crossed.
Oh, she's all wackadoo. Well, it's this Irish bloodstream you got going on.
I'm Irish. All I eat is cheese. I've never shit blood.
Oh, that's true, but it's just potato in and out, and so you throw a little dairy in there, and woo, it's a beet factory.
Oh boy. Well, I tell you, I'm down 4.5 pounds. It's pouring off me, baby. I'm lean. I'm leaned up.
You having the with McDonald's withdrawals?
No, I feel I've been mindful, and I don't even want the crap anymore.
Whoa!
Because I've got the cholesterol. I'm like, get that. Last night, my I almost said my sister, what's that? What's that lady? My wife. My wife's family showed up, and they're like, we got to get pizza. We're starving. And I got Domino's. I even got it from the guy, and I handed it right to him, and I said, you eat this shit. Those days are over for me.
Well, processed is just horrific for you. Can't touch processed. I cut out bread years ago. I never felt better.
Oh, wow. That bread is tough.
Bread is tough. I mean, it's pancake, muffin, waffle, pizza, sandwich. List goes on.
I love the bread. So let me tell you this, speaking of food, because you know me. I hate when people food shame. I hate order shaming.
Mm.
I hate the I'll take a plain cheese.
I
Oh
hate that.
boy, you got to have the pineapple with cum in it, or else you're a
Yes.
fucking idiot.
Yes, that's a hard one to find.
I hate that. Not in my house. I hate that
That's
shit.
Hawaiian.
I hate that shit. So I go. I'm in Omaha. Nice weekend in Omaha. I love Colleen. Is there a better club owner than Colleen?
Good egg. It's a chain, but she makes it feel like a mom and pop.
She really does. She's so sweet, and she got me a liquid death candle.
Oh,
You know I love the LDs.
Yes, scandal.
So I got
Larry
the liquid death candle, and fun crowds. Bunch of Tuesdays came out. We had a few gays that were at Des Moines drive to Omaha.
Wow.
Which fucks you up because I was in Des Moines like 6 weeks earlier. I'm like, what am I, Pearl Jam? I can't mix up my set list.
I know. I hate the repeat. You see them in the audience, and it just throws you off.
I know. And then I'm like trying to come up with bits. I'm like, you ever take a shit while watching Full House? Is that anything? And they're like, what? Uncle Messy.
Uncle Messy. Woo. Well, pin a rose on your nose.
So anyways, I go up there, and there's like a fake Panera bread next to the club.
Okay,
It's
fake.
called, it's not Panera bread. It's called,
Genera bread.
yeah, it's called something. I don't know. It's
All right.
called, it looks like Panera bread. They have
Okay.
they have cookies and crafts or whatever the fuck you call that.
Crafts.
Not crafts. What's it called?
Snacks.
Bakery. What is a bakery?
Pastry.
Pastry.
The patriarchy.
They got pastries, and then over there they got soups and salads.
Yes.
It's Panera bread, but it's Steve's Panera, whatever the
I
fuck.
see.
You know
I
what I
see.
mean. A knockoff.
Nah.
Or maybe it was before. Any jizz. We go over there, and I've found on the road, I haven't been having the sweets or the cookies at all, but on day 3 of the road, the Saturday, I'm like, I got to have a cookie. I got to
Yeah.
get something going.
Yeah, you need a vice.
You gotta have a vice, and I got a few, but I'm like, let me go get a cookie. So we go in there. We're gonna go to the movies. Christmas Vacation was playing at the movie theater. $5.
What?
It's a classic. It's 33 years old now.
Randy Quaid.
Oh, it's the best. It really is the best.
Yeah, the cat with the tree, Elaine, next door neighbor. I mean, there's so many. The lights.
Todd
Great
and
one.
Margot. She's history, and obviously she doesn't wear underwear. It's gold. I mean, I could make a case that it's the funniest movie of all time.
It's pretty great. Yeah, the guy with the toupee, the attic falling through. It's gold.
It's just gold, and it makes you cry. It's beautiful. And of course, there's like 3 Gen Z, like 14-year-old people just on their phone. And the guy's literally like this. Oh, like I think his parents made him see it or something. And I'm like, this is a fucking classic. You shut your mouth, you fucking idiot.
I know. Brutal. I mean, you hate to be that guy, but I guess we're the old guys now, where you go, hey, respect your old shit or whatever. You know, like you show me Steamboat Willie or whatever the hell from the 30s, and I'm like, oh, I want to kill myself. But back then, that was my dad's favorite movie.
I love his favorite movie, Steamboat Willie.
You know the old Mickey Mouse?
Yes, that was his debut in fucking 1841. He's in The Thing. He's
Exactly.
like,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah. But that was comedy classic back in the day, and now you watch it, you want to put a hot poker in your dick hole.
Sure. After I cut my nuts off, I'm going to stick this hot poker up my ass.
Oh yeah, Carlin.
I think he said dick, actually. But whatever it was.
Yeah, it was Dick.
Anyways, I go there, and I said, let's get a cookie for the movie. It's Saturday. I've been good to myself, better than I've been to myself. So I say, let me get a cookie. And it's a real schmuckaroo back there. It's the guy who's like, hey, what do you need? Cookies? Like that. I hate these guys that are like, what's up there, pal?
Yeah.
Well, sport?
Right.
Like he should have a whistle and just a dick.
Yeah, he's kind of being an alpha, but you're behind a counter with an apron.
Yeah, you're a loser. You suck.
Yeah,
And I I'm performing. I'm headlining the club. All right, pal.
Yeah, it's not even a real Panera.
Yeah, you're a fake Panera working you're not even the manager. You're at the
Yes.
cookie jar.
Yes, who stole it?
And he's like, what are we doing today, boys? What are we needing? And he's one of these guys that say, I have, as though it's his place. I got peanut butter. I'm like, you got nothing. You got a job at a place.
Yes. Meanwhile, you're like, let me write all this down to do for the new Tuesday who comes back to the show.
So I say, hey, I go, shove a chocolate chip up my ass. And he goes, well, it's actually buy one, get one.
Oh, now we're tempting you.
Well, it's trouble with the diet. Because I go, you know what? I guess we'll take 4 cookies.
Oh.
And he goes, well, it's buy 3, get 3 free.
Ah. This is how they get you.
So, and then Steve Rogers, he wants a peanut butter cookie because he's
Nothing
gay.
wrong with that.
So he's awesome is what I meant. So he says, I'll have a peanut butter cookie. And he goes, and then for my freebie, I'll have a chocolate chip. That way I can mix it up. And I go, well, I'll just have 2 chocolate chips. So make it 3 chocolate chips and 1 peanut butter. And then he does this, which I hate. It just triggers me.
I know where this is going.
He goes, that's boring. He's like, you got to do something more than that.
Oh.
And you know what I said? I'm setting boundaries in my life now. So I go like this. No, I don't.
Ooh, that's good.
Just like that. I just hit him right back.
That's good.
And Steve was like, whoa, who's this guy? And then this guy responds, yeah.
What?
I swear to God.
No way.
I swear to God. Ask Steve. He was there. He goes, like that.
Wow.
And I wanted, and a similar thing happened at Starbucks in Syracuse. I wanted to take his hair and just smash it off the thing like Pesci and be like, you hear a little girl crying? Frankie, you hear a little girl?
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to just flip the pan of cookies over.
But Peter Pan, and I go,
Panhandle.
he mocked me.
Yes.
Pan Am games. He mocked me, but I'm like,
Panis.
but you started the mock. Like, I ordered a cookie, and then you said, you got to do more than that.
Yeah.
And then I go, no, I don't. And then he goes, but I'm like, I should be doing to you.
Yes, exactly.
You initiated the cunt off.
But it shows that you won. If he has to subject himself or lower himself to the that's a win.
I hate this shit of like, you gotta make, I'm like, chocolate chip is the greatest cookie.
And I just told you what I wanted. Just stop trying to get me, critique me.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want a fucking pumpernickel pie with sugar on the ass. It doesn't interest me.
Yes.
Chocolate chip.
That's it.
Sugar and chocolate.
Put the apron on, take orders, and shut your mouth, you queef.
Yeah, he sucked. And so we got the chocolate chips, and I just sat there fuming.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that guy should be fired for that.
He should be fired. I hate that that's boring.
Hey, folks. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When life gets you feeling overwhelmed, working with a therapist can make you more prepared to take on everything life throws at you. We love therapy. You got to do it. It's a game changer, and BetterHelp makes it way easier. Big fan. You don't even have to leave the house. I got to go over to Alan's house and blow him. This is way better. BetterHelp is the therapy option that's convenient, flexible, affordable, and entirely online. Fill out a brief questionnaire and get matched with a license. Oh, jeez. Fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. It's easy. See, you want to laugh it up and be fun, go get some therapy. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/Tuesdays today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Tuesdays. Get on it.
And speaking of better health, DraftKings, baby. If you want to be healthy, start gambling excessively. Football fans, it's time for the wild card round. And you know the best action is always with DraftKings. Won't the wild card round be over by January 16th?
Don't question it.
Anyways, all right, well, I didn't write this. It's time for the wild card round, and you know the best action is always with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. To kick off the road to Super Bowl 57, new customers can bet just $5 and get 200 in free bets instantly. I love gambling. I go to Vegas. I go to Mohegan Sun. I'll be there in a couple of weeks. But get your tickets. I got $7,000 on the Patriots to win it all this year. Fingers crossed. It's a really great place. And I predicted early, by the way. I predicted 49ers and Bengals. That's my Super Bowl. Put all your money on the Bengals, baby. You heard it here from me. Plus, all new and existing customers, I'm not sure about the Niners. Plus, all new and existing customers can get a no-sweat bet each day of the wild card round this weekend. I really think this is the wrong date. Just place an NFL bet on your choice, and it loses. You'll get a free bet back up to $10. Action's so good, why would NFL playoffs anywhere else? Why bet with NFL playoffs? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use promo code Tuesdays. New customers can bet $5 on the NFL and get 200 in free bets instantly. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook with promo code Tuesdays. Minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. See show notes for details.
Yeah, baby. Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Displate. If you didn't get exactly what you want for Christmas, it's time to get Displate. Get your own artwork printed on a one-of-a-kind metal poster that only takes 20 seconds to install. Excuse me. They also have millions of designs available and officially licensed designs from Star Wars, Netflix, Call of Duty, and more. Whatever you want. Your poster comes with a magnetic sticker, so you just pop it on the wall and hang your poster. No power tools, no wall damage, easy to switch out a new poster in seconds. Click the link in our description to see some of our favorite displays and save up to 29%. Get 25% off if you buy 1 or 2 and up to 29% off when you buy 3 or more. Discounts will automatically be applied to your cart when you click the link or use code Tuesdays when you visit Displate.com. That's Displate.com. Tuesdays. Or click the link in our show notes. Get on it! Yeah. Well, I had a similar thing. I went out to dinner with my in-laws.
I got them in town.
Oh, sorry.
It's work.
Pre-wedding, big dinner the night before with the in-laws. We go to this famous New Orleans place, and they're all cunty there. That's like part of the kitsch.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're like ball-busty waiters. And so we're sitting at the bar. Place is packed. We got a seat at the bar. The lady comes up and goes, "What do you have in there, Dickless?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm having this." She goes, "You're not even that funny. Look at you, you bride. You're fat as shit." Like, they're being mean. And then they go down to the mom, who's like a Boston kook, and she goes, "I don't know what I want. Should I get this? Should I get that?" And the waitress goes, "You got to get the fried chicken. You want the fried chicken. It's people sleep outside to get in the fried chicken. They come here early. We cook the fried chicken over 3 years. It's famous chicken. It had a singing career, whatever." And she goes, "I just don't want it." And the lady goes, "Oh, you try to help." And she goes, "I don't want fried food." And she was like, I'm trying to help you out." And she was like, "Give me the Caesar." Yeah, and I was blown. I ate her out. It was so cool. Because the lady was so pushy that I was like, I would have just said, "Yes, do it."
I've said it before. You can recommend things by being like this. I'll tell you what I love. This meal, I love it. Every time I have it, I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then they go, "I'm not into that." You go, "All right, I hate this. Like, you're a fucking idiot." And then they get like mad at you. They're like fuming. I'm like, I don't like the way that tastes in my mouth.
Well, it's an ego thing, They're like, I recommended it, so you got to get it. And you're like, "But I don't want it." They're like, and they're crushed. It hurts their feelings.
Well, I told you the all-time one, Fred Cantor, Jason's dad.
Oh yeah,
who's a dear friend. Oh geez,
sorry everybody.
We have the same
down.
Same birthday, different year. He's 80
Older.
or whatever.
Sure.
But we went out one time and we were in Dublin, Ohio. And we went to
bragging.
He's got these friends that are very successful, and they took us out. I think Dublin's nice. And so there's some big golf thing there. Whatever. We went to a nice restaurant.
The Emerald Isle.
And it was me and Fred and his 2 asshole friends. And the guy goes, I want to get a you gotta get the fried pickles. Is that what it's called? Yeah, fried pickle. And I go, "Oh no, I don't want them." And he goes, "They're the best you ever had." And I go, "I don't like pickles, and I don't like fried pickles."
Yeah.
And he goes, "But these are the best. You never had these."
Yeah.
But I'm like, "But I don't like pickles."
Pickles, exactly.
So why would I like this one?
Right.
I don't understand. Is it just a name and it's actually pizza? He's like, "You got to get it." And he kept arguing with me for like, this is before they even came.
Yeah.
He's like, if I get fried, you're not going to have one of these? He's like, "You'll be insulting me if you don't have one of these."
Oh.
And I'm like, "Well, you didn't make it. I don't like it.
Yes.
I don't want this in my mouth."
Can we do that with gays? Hey, you're going to want to blow me, sir. I'm not into men. It's the best. You're going to want to do it. Like, why is it only with food we do this?
It does, and it's going in my mouth. I tried to do this bit. People are like, "You're a picky eater." I'm like, yes. I am particular about what goes into my mouth. It's my mouth.
It's a good way to put it.
I'm like, it's on my tongue.
Yes.
And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want it." And then finally he keeps pushing and pushing. And I go, "Fine, I'll eat and we're getting like a standoff.
Oh, my God.
I go, "All right, I'll eat a fried pickle. You'll be happy if I eat a fried pickle, you fuck."
Yeah.
Then I bite into it. It's the worst thing I've ever had in my life.
There you go.
And I've had my father's come for Easter Sunday.
Sure. That's a hell of an egg.
And I go, he goes,
Cadbury.
and he literally is like this. "What do you think? Is that the best?" And I go, "I hate it." And he goes, "What?" He goes, "What?"
Told you, I didn't like pickles.
I don't like the food, bro. What do you want me to do?
Oh, this guy's whole happiness is relying on you eating a pickle. Get a life. Go find another way to be happy.
Get a life.
Yes,
Fuck off.
but you see, what I do is the fuck up move of going, what do you like? Because I'm trying to buy time with the menu. I'm like,
Right.
because I'm very indecisive. And the
Yes.
guy will go, you gotta get the swordfish. And in my head, I'm going, I don't want swordfish. But now he's pushing it, and I asked him, so I get it.
Now you got to do it. Yeah.
Now I get the swordfish, and I eat it angrily.
Get the swordfish. It's the best in the city.
Yes.
All right, I'll have it. I got something else here. What
Look at
else
me,
is
I'm
the other
huge.
thing? Let me see here. Something else.
I'm a little nervous. I keep flying to Boston tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Quick flight, but the in-laws, they keep going, hey, the weather's supposed to be real bad. You should probably get a train. And I'm like, I think we'll be fine. But they're like, no, you should get a train. And now we're fighting over it.
Oh, jeez.
What do you think? I mean, it's an hour flight. I feel like we should be all right.
It shouldn't even be an hour flight. It's probably like a half hour or something.
Like 48 minutes.
What, how bad's the weather? It's going to be rainy, right?
It's rainy. But I looked on there, like, a lot of wind. And
Oh,
I'm like,
wind, because there's power. I've been getting the Con
Yes,
Ed, like, hey, the power might go down.
she mentioned that.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm like, I fly every week. It's usually fine, but now I'm nervous.
Well, Amtrak will fuck you, too, with the wind. They have plenty of delays, too.
Bad wind?
Hmm.
Yes.
I
It's a
guess you could
win-win
make
situation.
a reservation and then not use it.
I don't know. We
Is
got the lounge.
The wife's already there.
No, we're flying
You're
tomorrow
traveling together.
Yeah, and then she's doing the annoying thing, which is a pet peeve, where she'll be like, saying the weather's gonna be bad. I'm like, all right, well, get tickets then. She's basically saying like, you got to figure this out.
Right.
I'm like, I'm fine with risking the flight. You think this is a risk, so you get the tickets.
I've had this before also. Similar thing.
Yeah, oh, it's looking pretty bad. I don't know what we should do. And she's waiting for me to go, all right, I'll cancel that and I'll get a train. But I'm like, you do it then.
Yes. Pick a glass, Mrs. Costanza.
Yes.
This is Seinfeld.
It's a juice glass.
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe this is why I keep going back to it. You got to get yourself a nice Honda Fit.
Yeah.
You buy it, you put it aside, it's there when you need it.
I don't know. I'll probably get too much pussy if I get a Honda Fit. I don't know if I can handle that avalanche of clam.
Whatever, a Geo or whatever, Nat Geo, Nat King Cole.
Yeah, maybe. What do you like there? The Spark, Chevy Spark.
I've driven a Chevy Spark.
That
Yeah,
is
get
a
Spark.
twink of a tin can. That thing. You could throw it down a pond and skip it.
It really is. I'm just saying something you can beetle around in if you need to.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind beetling.
The Beatles are good.
Yeah, the shitty Beatles.
It's not just a clever name. This is a strange episode. It's all strange. It's after school. You nailed it.
Yeah, it's weird. Remember seeing your teacher at the mall? Woo!
Oh, yeah.
That was a kooky when he was always dating like a 9-year-old. You're like, what's going on here?
Yeah. How many of your teachers did you want to? That sounds like an old tobacco spit.
Oh, yeah.
Like an old, like,
It did. Ping.
yeah. Pow, bing. How many teachers did you want to fuck, do you think?
Oh, all the guys. I mean, there wasn't one teacher because you found something good about each one. Even one was 90 and she had gray hair and crazy jowls, but she had huge, fat, swinging tits.
Right. My favorite teacher was named Mr. Joy. Isn't that funny?
Mr.
Joy.
Asian?
Was nice. No, that's Choi.
Ah.
This is Joy with a J. Oh, that fart smells like mine. You caught it.
Ah.
I think you inhaled some of my Subway fart.
Yeah, that was a great Louis joke. It's like, I think he's changing his kid's diaper. He's like, I think she's been eating diarrhea.
He's like got the shits of a 50-year-old homeless alcoholic.
Yes.
That was great. By the way, Subway Farts, that's a good name for a band.
Subway farts.
Hello, we are the Subway Farts.
I love
2,
that.
3, 4.
Bing bong. Stand clear of the closing doors.
Anyway, so
farting on a plane though is a little better because it's flowing air.
and it goes into the seat sometimes.
Yes,
the
but
seat absorbs.
the subway. There's nothing absorbing. It's just plastic chairs and metal bars.
That was bad. Yeah,
no acoustics in there.
I feel bad. I fucked up with the fart. But let me ask you: you ever have this? This
Hit
is an
me,
odd
fatty.
one. Heading to Omaha, similar to your situation. Bad rain. I flew out Thursday night to do Todd and Tyler Friday. Shout out to Todd and Tyler; those guys are great.
I don't know them.
You probably did the show. At
Maybe
some
I
point.
have.
Yeah, they're great.
I know Bob, Tom and Bob,
Bob and Tom.
Bob and Tom,
Yeah, they stink.
Tom and Jerry. Oh, jeez.
What?
I don't know. They might hear this. They're huge.
No, they were huge in 25 years ago. Everyone's been telling us they're huge. First of all, one of them retired. They were very nice guys, but one of them retired.
That's
and
right.
they brief you. When you do the show, they sit you down. They're
Yes.
like, you got to, this is huge. It was like a half an hour of like briefing.
Yeah, and I had to write a list of setups.
Yes.
Which is so emasculating. You're like, I have a dog, queef, dick cheese, Holocaust.
Right.
And you hand it in, and they go, so how about the Holocaust? You go, I know, right? It's so forced.
Well, Todd and Tyler, they don't do that. You just hang out.
All right,
but there's a
TT.
Tuesday on the show. His name's something
Todd?
Allen, Paul Allen, or Dick Allen, or Rick Allen.
I see.
Some kind
Allen
of
Iverson.
Paul Allen, Paul Bryan, Paul Bunyan, Babe the Blue Ox. I don't know. He's a guy, but he's a fan.
Paul Blart Mall Cup.
I feel bad. Sorry.
All right, Paul.
Great guy.
Paul Bear.
His name's something. He's a fan, and I appreciated him. But and his father's actually gay. I've met a few Tuesdays who are like, every time you say my father's gay, I say my father's gay.
That's fun.
So that's fun. So that'll narrow it down. Somebody will figure it out.
Gay father Paul.
Funny guy. Might not be Paul. I blew it.
Patrick.
Jake, Devin,
Penny.
Penny Benjamin.
Bobby. Penny for your thoughts.
Something.
Penny Hardaway.
Something.
All right.
I can't remember.
Either way, what about it? Todd and Tyler.
I'm flying out Thursday night to do Todd and Tyler. Great guys, great show. Big
You got
Tuesday.
that right.
And I like the Thursday night fly out because you got nothing. So if there's a delay, you don't give a shit. You're just there so you can be there in the morning.
Here.
We get there, the flight is delayed 20 minutes on the ground because they're cleaning it, whatever. It landed late, the wind, the rain, the whatever. We sit there. Now, I'm in first class, so I'm happy about that. And I got nowhere to be, really. And I'm just in a zen place. So I go, whatever, delay, schmalay.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yes. Isn't that the flight that disappeared?
Malaysia.
Malaysia. So I'm sitting there, and then they come on. They go, all right, folks, we got the reason for the delay. Have you ever heard this? They go, we're overweight.
I have heard this.
Because of the storm, we have to be able to fly to the alternate airport, which is whatever distance. So we had to have this much amount of fuel, blah, blah. We're overweight.
That's a tough spot for the one fatty on the plane where everybody goes,
yes. So
hey, Roger.
Yeah, you're kind of like, are they going to kick people off this plane? I'm in first class, and I'm in showbiz, so it's not going to be me. I can tell you that.
And you're a lanky cunt.
Yes.
You got no meat on you.
I dropped 4 pounds.
You got that right.
I got no fat on me anymore either.
Put the suit on last night and I slept in it.
You did?
I'm joking.
No, I'm joking. But anyways, so I'm sitting there, and they go, the weight thing. And so what we had to do was, I never heard of this. We had to go idle over in the runway to go find a parking spot.
Idle hands.
To just sit and let the thing
Billy Idol.
idle for a while.
What? You're wasting gas.
That's the point. We have to waste the gas.
Oh, because it's heavy.
Which I want to decide. I want to go down there and suck it out.
Yeah.
Just spit it one cup at a time, the way I like to do.
Put that in the Sentra.
And
don't waste it.
I don't think you can use jet fuel in a Sentra.
I bet it would make your car go fast.
By the way, you follow Todd Glass on Instagram?
Oh, funny guy.
He is amazing. Those videos he's doing, Todd Glass Show, Instagram, best thing going.
Hilarious guy. Gay.
Yes, he does the one where it looks like a hidden camera, and he's just telling stories to his friends, and he's like a piece of shit. And he told one where he goes, so this guy, he comes to the gas station, and he says, give me the cheapest thing you have. So I fill him up with diesel and send him on his way. He comes back 5 days later. He goes, hey, my car fucking died. And he goes, yeah, that's what happens when you put diesel into a Corolla, you dumb fuck. And he goes, you try to help people. It's you got to watch it. He's unbelievable.
Funny guy.
Is the funniest guy on the planet. But any tits, I don't know why I'm telling this. I just had one stupid joke.
Well, it's the idle.
We idle, and I thought, what if we just, we crank the heat up, turn the windshield wipers on, do some donuts, really try to burn that fuel.
Yes, I like it.
Then I wrote this down. It's embarrassing when you write something down, then you're like, what am I doing? I go, they should try intermittent flying.
Well, we had a good run.
Lose the weight. Well, I texted to Rogers, and he was like, gold, exclamation points, bold. And then you go, you can have it.
He's a sweet kid.
Yeah, he is.
They work for tips.
Intermittent flying.
Yeah,
Because we had to lose the weight, you see.
Now, did you have to connect
It's not bad.
in Omaha, or to get to Omaha? Are you connecting?
No, this is direct.
Whoa, that's rare.
Well, that's what sucked. They didn't have. Oh, so that gets into my real story.
All right.
Here comes my real story.
You were just burning fuel there.
There I was, intermittent flying. I think it's pretty good.
You're burning the daylight oil. All right.
This might go down as one of our worst, folks.
Oh, yeah.
But
See you all in hell.
so I'm flying back Sunday. Now, you know me, I'm a lover of sports. I like to really
Sure.
sink my teeth into sports.
Oh, yeah.
So the World Cup's been going on. It's a month-long tournament. And these tournaments, what happens is you dedicate so much time.
You got that right.
And at the beginning, it's like a pyramid. At the beginning, you have group play. So you got 30 fucking 2 teams in there.
Oh, yeah.
And you got all these games all morning. And then everyone gets eliminated. So it goes to a narrow point, and you're down to 2.
Argentina and France.
And Francois, yes. So now it's down to the final, and I look at the calendar. I'm flying during the final, and I've watched 78 hours. So it's like watching a movie for 2.5 hours, and then you got to leave with 10 minutes left.
With the big climax.
Exactly. So there used to be early morning flights, but I think since COVID, they're out. I have like 3 weekends in a row. Cleveland, Omaha, and Madison were like my flights at noon. So I'm getting it home at 4 p.m.
Sure.
I like the 6 a.m. farmer flight. Get me out
home.
of here.
Yeah, I want to have some daylight left in the Big Apple.
Exactly. You understand everything, Godfather. So I say I'm fucked, and the game is at 10 a.m. So my flight is at 12.
Ooh,
So
you're going
I'm
to miss
like,
the meat of it.
But then I realize I'm on Central Time,
Oh.
9 a.m. So my pickup is 10 a.m. So I wake up early, I get breakfast, I go up, and I'm like, okay, I can watch the entirety of the first half. This is where acceptance comes in, because I'm just furious that I'm going to miss the second half possibly at the airport. So 10 a.m. pickup for my car, 9 a.m. the match starts. So I watch the entire first half. During halftime, I go down, I get picked up. As he picks me up, it's starting again. I can see it in like the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
So now I'm in the car. I start streaming it. So I'm watching it streaming in the cab. Fox lets you stream it for free, which was great in the Fox
Also,
Sports app.
these flights have direct TV or whatever, but it never works.
But this one does it because it's a CRJ 900, no TVs.
The RJ.
It's a regional.
Reggie Jackson.
So I get out there, and I get to the airport, right? Richard Jenkins. That guy's good.
Richard Jenny.
Yeah. He died. Retarded Jew.
Brooklyn.
But enough about Sam. Just
Is he
kidding.
Jew? I think he's Italian.
Who?
Jenny.
No, I said enough about
Oh, I see. Retarded Jew.
Sam. Yeah,
I see.
but he's not.
RJ.
He's very, very smart.
Yes.
But no, he's not Jewish. He's dead.
Yeah, he took his own life, folks.
Yeah,
Great comic. Check him out.
that was tough. One of the best ever. Platypus Man, maybe the best special ever. It's unbelievable.
Pretty wild how great it is.
So funny.
Still holds up.
And he farts. So take the ride. I'm watching on the app, get through security, and now I'm watching on the app. I have to put it down to get through security and all that stuff. And then I'm getting texts that's like, oh my God, France just tied it. They just scored a second goal. It's 2-2. So I'm like, fucking security. Everything's slow out in the middle of nowhere. So I get through. Finally, I'm through security. There's like 8 minutes left in regulation. I look over. There's like one little TV. That airport's tiny, but everyone's surrounded around, which is fun.
Yes.
So you jump in, but I'm about to board at like 11 or whatever the hell time it is. 12, whatever, it doesn't matter. What time is boarding? I'm boarding. And I'm watching the match. Now it ends tied match, so it's going to extra time.
Oh, boy.
But now they start boarding. So I'm like, all right, let me go board. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is working.
Yes.
Start streaming. It goes extra time. It's like 30 minutes of extra time. And I'm like, fuck, it's going to end while we're taking off. And you have to wait for the Wi-Fi. And when the Wi-Fi is never good enough to stream.
Never.
We got on the plane. A couple other people are watching it on their phones. Then...
Is that a community? You feel, hey, look, we're all watching this
That's
together.
very fun.
It's fun.
It's exciting.
It's rare these days to get everything's so splintered. So it's fun when everybody's doing the same shit for once.
Absolutely. But one thing that happened that sucked is, so I'm streaming, I'm just watching it. I don't realize the guy in front of me, when you're streaming, there's all kinds of delays. Everyone's at a different time. So the guy in front of me, I just hear, whoa! And I go, shit! So then I have to blast mine full volume, and I'm holding my ears like this, so I can't hear them reacting.
Oh, because you're behind.
Yeah, so I'm watching it like this down here,
yes.
so I don't get any spoilers. Then I'm like, fuck, we're going to back up any minute, so I can't enjoy. And then they come on, go, hey, folks, we got a little delay here because of blah, blah, blah.
Finally.
Best delay ever.
Finally happy about a delay.
A great delay, and then the delay lasts all through extra time, which is like 30 minutes. It's a long delay. People are upset, but I'm thrilled.
Yes.
Then it goes to a shootout, which is like another 10 minutes, and they go, okay, we got the go-ahead. We're going to push back in a second. And so it's like a MacGyver fucking crazy action film.
Yes.
Because now the wheels are moving, and I can feel it's almost like Argo or the other one, Dog Day Afternoon, whatever the fuck.
Attica.
We're just slowly pushing back, and the shootout is happening. I'm like, please, just end. And I'm just rooting for someone to win so I can see the end. Literally, as it ends, Argentina clinches. Everyone goes crazy, and they go, we got the go-ahead for takeoff.
Wow.
Literally, the celebration. Messi gets the trophy, and off we go. Most perfect delay. Great sports delay.
Unbelievable.
Worked
Holy
out.
hell.
Don't you love when it works out?
It's rare, and you got to cherish it when it does, because you don't get those a lot.
And it was nice. You're like, every delay you ever have, you're like pissed.
Yeah, of course.
This one was perfection.
Woo! Yeah, because I've been on 2 flights where they're watching the World Cup, and the whole thing goes, woo, the shit goes down, and I hear the whole plane go, ah!
It's brutal. You know what they started doing? That was a good fix. They have the live TV. It used to pause when they were doing the announcements. Now it just mutes, so it keeps going. So you can at least still see sports while they're making the announcements.
That's a nice adjustment.
Not bad.
Somebody must have complained.
I bet.
You know, I get a review every flight. They're like, Delta, tell us how you felt. And every time I wrote, announcements are too long. I write it every time just to be a cunt.
They're brutal.
And they stretch them. You're tampering, no figgling, no wiggling, no tiggling, no diggling. And you're like, just say don't fuck with the smoke detector.
Right.
You got 18 adjectives in there like you're Dennis Miller.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. Hey, speaking of right wing, hey.
What else you got?
All right, well.
Oh, God, my stomach. Hey, folks, Tuesdays with Stories is brought to you by Athletic Greens. Our newest partner, AGI by Athletic Greens, was the morning booster I needed. Just scoop, shake, and have alongside your morning coffee or OJ, not Simpson. It's like taking your shelf of multivitamins in one drink. Hey, I love this stuff. This got sent to us just before Christmas. My brother-in-law, he came in and he saw that. He's like, you use that shit? He's like, I fucking love that stuff. I use it every day. And I couldn't believe it because I just thought it was... I didn't know what it was. And he got me on it. He's like, you got to try this stuff. It's killer.
It's great.
And evidently Tim Ferriss was talking about this a long time ago.
Ah.
But anyways, I tried it. I love it. I feel like $100. Took a nice dump and my heart rate went down or my blood pressure, whatever. It's packed with over 75 vitamins and minerals just for a major boost to your gut, mood, energy, and even skin, hair, and nails. It's the healthiest thing you can do in under 1 minute. If you're looking for an easier way to take supplements, Athletic Greens is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. Go to athleticgreens.com/Tuesdays. That's athleticgreens.com/Tuesdays. Check it out.
Ooh, that was nice. Yeah, I got a wee-wee is what I got. I got an evil of... took the... somebody told me marriage advice. Write this down, Fatty.
All right.
They said, keep dating.
Oh, yeah. I've heard the keep dating.
Go on dates, have dinner, eat them out, try anal, whatever. And so I take out the lady to a nice cocktail bar. Boy, you can't get out of there without spending $9,000, by the way.
These are hard times.
Well, it just keeps going up. You go to the cocktail menu, $19 for a scotch and soda. That seems fair. But I'm gay. So we go in there, and the bartender's a Tuesday.
Whoa!
So he goes, hey, what's shaking, Fatty? How you doing, May? She's like, well, this is weird. And I go, yeah. And he goes, I got you tonight. We're going to do a full variety show.
Okay, full house.
Yes. So I go, all right, here we go. First one, here's your Gold Rush. That's some kind of weird bourbon drink. Great. All right, look, I love it. They go down easy. Here's a vodka martini. I go, ooh, I love it. Extra dirty. I know you like it extra dirty. All right. Heck it. Here's your tequila sunrise. So now I've had 3 cocktails of all different liquors.
Sure.
So
Yikes.
I go, I'm 3 cocktails in. I've been here 4 minutes. Let me slow it down. Give me a beer. Boom. Hit me with a beer. Put that down. Now I've had 17 drinks. and they're all different kinds of liquor. I'm wrecked.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
And then I have a couple more beers, and I'm trying to stay off, and then you can't mix. It's the opposite of segregation.
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, never been sicker.
Yeah.
They always said. But if you drink enough of anything, you're going to get sick.
That's what he said. I was like, I don't know about all this mixing. He goes, that's a myth. Just drink water. I'm like, no, I'm hurting.
Yeah. Well, also, it's just alcohol.
Yeah.
If you drink enough alcohol, you'll get fucked up.
Yeah, and I'm down to get fucked up, but I feel like if I stick with tequila, I'll be okay in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the mixing and matching. Not good. And I'm not going to lie to you. I went to bed at about 5-ish.
Last night?
Yeah.
Oof.
Woke up at noon, or woke up at 12:30, and I had 28 texts, 14 of them for you. Like, I'll bring the pod equipment. And I was like, I forgot about all that.
Well, I knew when Sam was like, I'll get there early to get a table.
Yeah.
Which, you know me. I'm like, you don't know what early is, sonny boy. I got there at 11 a.m. like I was getting Pearl Jam tickets.
It's Ticketmaster out there.
And so I knew we weren't hearing from you. And then I had the other venue, and I was like, podcast equipment. Well, I got the worst one. I'm like, hey, we got to bring podcast equipment. You wrote back, why? Well, I was like, this is ugly.
Well, we're here.
I'm sure
we're
you're
queer.
missing a dinner right now or something.
Probably. I think I made reservations with Clinton or something. But yeah. But it all worked out, and we're here.
Yeah, we made it work. But it sounds. Did you have fun at least? Some drunk sex? That's the only thing I miss is being drunk and really letting them have it.
I tried, and she did the I'm tired, and I was like, Gah. So then I had to do the quiet jerk next to her, which is that's a great symbol for marriage. It's the, try not to shake the bed too much, and she's snoring.
Yeah.
At least I jizzed in her eye.
Yeah. I missed that uninhibited loose sex.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, And
it was
just,
loose.
You say stuff, and you can hope they forget it.
Yes.
Like I'm saying stuff that I'm like, this isn't getting forgotten. We're like,
No.
we're sober as a priest on Sunday or whatever.
Well, you know me. I say shit out of school or whatever you want to call it, but my ex, we used to have some real barn burners, just some wild fucking with animals and props. And 2 days later, I remember eating dinner. I was like, how about when you said this about my sack? And she was like, don't do that.
Right.
Like, what are you doing? That was a moment in time. Now I feel less allowed to be free.
Yes.
Because you bring it up, and I go, noted. I won't do it again.
Well, that's what we always say. We don't talk about that. There's certain things you don't talk about.
Because
you're in the throes.
It's embarrassing later. Well, when you said the N-word and all that, and she's like, we're at church.
Well, that's why it's like being drunk, sex. You're like, we're in this protective place where we can say things. I can be like, I want to come on your father or whatever.
Yeah, safe space.
Yes, Cosby's innocent, stuff like that. That really gets you off.
Yeah, telling the truth. So I know a lady. Her and her husband do the bondage. I'm talking leash,
whoa,
pegging,
nice,
mask with the gag, the whole thing. All the stuff you want.
Yeah.
And
I don't like the gag. My mouth's too small. It would be a marble.
Yeah, that's true. It'll get you like a, what do you call that thing? The sour jawbreaker.
Yes.
We'll get a little jawbreaker with some dental floss.
I don't have one of those either.
So she does all that. I'm like, is that hot? She's like, it's not really that it's hot. It's the fact that he's so comfortable. Look how vulnerable he's being to tell me that, and that's hot.
Right.
Women they're more complex. They go another step than men.
Right. Yeah, but different strokes for different folks. Because I tell my wife, hey, I want you to peg me. And she says, I want a divorce.
Yeah.
So then I have to say, just kidding.
Right. Good save.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a bit, honey. What are you, crazy?
It's a bit. You're putting the peg away. Yeah. You're putting it back in the trunk.
Back in my ass.
Yeah, you could just go butt plug while you're banging her. She would never know. You get her from behind, and you got a nice little marble back there.
Well, it's the old Shanley, my favorite joke of all time. Every time we fuck, my wife says, not in the ass. And I say, it's my thumb in my ass, honey.
That's
Which
a classic.
Is my favorite bit of all time.
Chandling, funny guy.
Chandling thumbing his own ass during sex. That is the height of comedy to me.
Quite a visual, too.
And she's upset.
Yeah, that ass is a gateway, man. I know a guy 28 years ago. He said, I got to tell you, I'm liking a finger in the pooper. And that was in the 90s when that was weird. So we all thought, oh, he's got AIDS.
I love a classic joke. I love these jokes. Do you see Stanhope posted that old video from the 90s? And he says, oh, man, I'm bummed out. I blew a speaker in my car.
Oh, that's a great one.
I blew a speaker in my car because it was a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Woo! I mean, that's just fun.
That's just right there, too, for everybody.
Those collars are funny.
But yeah, so he liked the Pinky and the Pooper in the 90s, and then I checked back 30 years later. He's like, oh, I got you can put a fire hydrant up there.
Well, that's the problem with sex. You have to keep taking it up. Like anything. It's that adaptation, hedonistic adaptation.
Right.
For a while, you're like, oh, tell me about a guy you used to fuck. And then next thing you know, you're like, bring in a basketball team to fuck you.
Right. Those fucking Raptors. But it's true. I mean, it's same with porn. You used to be able to see a lady in a bra and panties, and you were like, I just jizzed on my own mouth. And then now I'm like, I need a Rottweiler and a balloon animal.
Well, that's what I've talked about before. I think that's what happens with Jeffrey Epstein Island. Is you got Bill Clinton's been raping every Tom, Dick, and Harry since 1975. And then all of a sudden, Epstein goes, hey, Bubba, you want to fuck a child? And he goes, well, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Which, by the way, how funny is that documentary where they're like, Bill Clinton was never on that island, and then it cuts to a woman being like, no, he was there.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a woman. It was the cleaning guy or whatever. He was the janitor. He was like, no, Bill Clinton was there. I know what Bill Clinton looks like. I saw him.
And we have photos, by the way. So the truth is out there.
When the truth is found to be lies.
Good band.
We got to wrap it up here.
Oh, really?
But I got one other thing. I can throw out there.
Put it right in my ass.
Well, I told you I was at the stand. You were there, and we've both been at the stand, which has been a fun week.
Yeah. Getting a lot of work done, fun crowds.
Running around, having a nice time. But I'm at the stand the other night, upstairs room, and I come out, and you know, we're starting to, the show's growing. It's moving some tickets. It's a very exciting time to be alive.
You got that right.
I come out, they go, here's Joe List. And this woman in the side, the corner, she stands up. She's like, yeah, yes.
Wow.
And I go, wow, all right, nice to see you. And the guy in the back also was like, yeah, Tuesday. And I go, all right, they're all over the place. Doing my act. I'm bombing. That room is tough. I suck at comedy.
Bad room.
And then in the middle of my act, this lady, I do a joke, it doesn't hit, and I go, well, that fucking ate it. I'll work on it. And the lady goes, we still love you on Reno 911. The standing O lady. And I go, I have that moment of like, where do I go with this? And I decided to just go, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And then I go to do my next joke, and the Tuesday guy goes, were you on that show? And I go, not for a second. That gets a big hit. And she's like, what? And it looks like she wants to argue. She's like, no. And I'm like, I would know if I was on Reno 911. And then a beat happens. She goes, Crank Yankers. I'm an idiot. Crank Yankers. And I go, no, strike two. I've never been on Crank Yankers. And she's like, what?
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you on? I was like, stage.
Hey.
I go, I've been on The Tonight Show, Netflix. I had a film I starred in. And, a couple sketches, Ultimate Warrior.
Yes, paper money.
But, bills.
I think she must think you're Thomas Lennon.
Who's Thomas Lennon?
He's the funny guy on Reno. He had the short shorts,
oh,
blonde,
okay.
But you don't look like him, but he's the only guy that you could be.
Well, I think she was a little...
Oh,
maybe she thinks I'm Dunnigan?
Yeah, he's on there.
I guess.
He was the retard.
He was like always in like weird straps. He was like a weirdo.
Yeah, all right. Maybe she thinks I'm Dunnigan. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, it was fun. It was one of those ones you wish you had the camera rolling, though, because it's a perfect video.
Yeah, that's wild. I love the people who don't believe you. You know, it's like Kramer. He's like, it's your birthday.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's tomorrow. I think I would know your birthday. Yeah. It's the same thing.
She looks like a lily. It's Bennis, you jackass.
But yeah, that's kooky. And what do you do with that?
Yeah, what do? You just go, hey, thanks a lot. I wasn't even going to say anything. I was just going to say, hey, thanks. Thank you.
I'm having a string of super fan guys who shout out shit and then talk during my set. I want to kill them.
Yeah, I think you get to that place where you're big, so they're excited. They know they can talk to you. It's like going to a band, and in between songs, they're just shouting out songs.
Yes.
And you're like, no, I wrote a set list.
Right.
But they go, this is my chance to yell at Neil Young. He'll hear me. You're Neil Young.
I know, but you want to go, I know you're a fan, but you're ruining this.
Right.
I'm angry at you now.
Yes, you're a shitty fan.
Yes.
And you think you're a good fan. You think you're proving that you're a big fan by yelling stuff.
And they have to let you know, I know you, I'm here for you. And you're like, you're ruining this.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I like an initial, Tuesday, it's all pipes. And then once you're done, and then the show, and then afterwards, we can all fuck.
That's your guy. That's what you want. The quick in and out. It's all pipes. Big fan. Queef it up. Hit the bricks.
There's a Springsteen boot. I mean, I'm a big Springsteen nut. And there's a show from in '96. He played the church in his hometown, Freehold. And he wrote a song about the town, but he's fucking it up because it's like a song he just wrote for that occasion. And he stops. He's like, hold on, I got to get this right. I fucked up. And he's like reading the notes, trying to get the words right. And people are like, the river, darkness on the edge of town. And it makes me furious because I'm like, no, he's playing this song.
Yes,
and it's once in a lifetime. This isn't even, he made it for this night.
Yes.
And he's not trying to think of a new song.
Right,
it's
right.
This is the show.
Yes, rat in a dog suit.
Exactly.
Yeah. I've had that too, where you go shout out. I do a Q&A at the end of my show. Shout out a news story. And one guy's like Kanye, so then I go into a Kanye thing, and another guy's going Brittany Griner. And I'm like, let me finish this one, you psycho.
We're doing this.
We're doing this now. Then I'll stop, and then we'll do another one, and that's when you chime. But he just, it's the same with the guy when you're going. Me and you were talking, and then the guy standing next to us going, can I just say? And you're like, we're talking.
Right.
It's I'm a cunt.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
life is funny.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. I'm gay.
But, this is a wacky one. We crammed it in.
Sorry. Cram it in my ass. My doctor says cram it all. But
that too. That's a
give
classic.
that a goog.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm on fumes. I'm going to go home and just nap.
Yeah, same here. Well, I don't know what I'm saying that. I'm not napping.
Not
but
napping.
I'm going to go hit the steam room.
Ooh, I could steam some of this vodka out of me.
Equinox. By the way, a wonderful, helpful Tuesday wrote. He goes, you got to take the classes at Equinox. He's like, they're there. You're paying for it.
Classes.
Oh, wow. That was something else.
Now I really got to go home.
Yeah. That was.
Oh, boy.
That was a cutie tootie.
Yikes. Fruity.
All right, we got to wrap it up. I don't know when this is coming out. I got a bunch of dates though. Denver in February. Denver, I think it's February 8th through the 10th. Comedy Works. Get those tickets for God's sake. Got to fill that one up. Denver Comedy Works. Key West first weekend in February. Austin is coming up. It might have passed already. The big one, Wilbur Theater in Boston, April 15th. For the love of Pete, buy those fucking tickets. March 2nd. Oh, big announcement that's important. My March Columbus date, they moved it to June. They moved it. Sometimes these clubs, they message saying, hey, we had to move this. And people are like, what is this? You moved? And I'm like, they moved it.
They moved it.
They got a big ticket seller coming up. So I don't know who that is. But
interesting.
Anyways, that Columbus is now moved to June. March 2nd, Park West in Chicago. That's the theater, so fill it up, please. Boston, April 15th. Fill that up. And then YouTube, go subscribe. Doing a bunch of stuff. We're shooting some fun sketches coming out or already out, and a bunch of stand-up clips on there. So get on that YouTube.
Hell yeah. Boy, some great dates coming up.
I'm very excited. Denver, Austin, Cleveland, the whole thing.
Yeah, Boston. All right, I'm all over the road as well. MarkNormanComedy.com. We got Spokane, Nashville, Miami, some other rough ones, Hawaii.
Woo!
It'll be interesting. Going on the honeymoon, so I'll see you after that. Maybe I'll be a different guy. I know I might have a realization out there in Mozambique when I see a koala.
Nah, I doubt it.
All right. So, we'll come back and we'll do it up. We love you. Happy New Year. Praise Allah. Queef it up. Get a mug. Get a shirt. Get on the Patreon if you're not. If you're not, you missed out on the cutoff. It's January 1st.
You missed it.
January 6th. We'll see you all in hell. Gabby.